Hello, everybody. My name is Connor VagleBagel, coming to you once again, as always, from the campus of Northern Illinois University, where we are getting ready to have the University of, or at Buffalo, against the NIU Huskies here in the College League of Legends semifinals for the Esports Collegiate Conference. We are experiencing just a tiny bit of technical difficulty. Sorry about not having any music up there before, but we should be ready to jump on into Champion Select very shortly, in which case we will have everything good to go. Um, how did these teams get here? Well, Buffalo is the number one seed in the conference, tied in a three-way tie for the top, but did win that tiebreaker based off of average win time. So they did take that number one seed at 10-1. 10 wins, 1 loss across the regular season. NIU went ahead and the was in the uh, fourth seed the as they were the finished off the season 8-3. Sorry about that. Just getting some things finished up, but it does look like we're going to see the side of NIU on the blue side to start here. For Buffalo, let's go through their starting lineup since we have it. For NIU, it's going to be Alpha Squirtle 81 in the top lane, PCH in the jungle, Space Marine 18 will be the mid laner, Summoner XD will be the bot lane, and Crix GG will be the support. They're coached by Garmore. Whereas on the side of Buffalo, this is a slightly different lineup than we saw last time. Last time it was Keenus in the top lane, Ghoulster in the jungle, Let Me Cry a Riven was the mid laner, then Y Jelly was the bot laner. Sorry, that was not Y Jelly. It was 5-2-1-1-1 as the bot laner last time we faced off with these guys. Y Jelly now is the ADC, and Seat is their support. Let's see. It seems like we may be having. Let me get this solved. Um, Sorry about this. Sorry about that. So we are having a little bit of issues because we talked with Akron about the idea of whether they were allowed to stream this match or not, and they are trying to stream here. We did say that we would prefer not to have Akron stream this match, and we would be doing our own streaming. So that's causing a little bit of concern as we're trying to figure out how many people can be spectating this lobby. So while we figure that one out, I apologize. But yes, going on here, we do have NIU Buffalo in the playoffs. We should be getting on into Champion Select very shortly once we get this figured out. NIU will be on the blue side here for game number 1, and Buffalo will be on the red side for game number 1 here. And there we go. We're just getting some final touches put on for you guys. As we get ready to go here with this matchup. And we are into Champ Select for game number 1. Sorry about this. Let's get that figured out here. And there we go. All right. Sorry about that one. NIU going to be banned away the Camille, and Anivia going to be banned away by Buffalo. Then looking at this next ban, NIU has 18 seconds to make it. Let me get this out of the way. Sorry about that. We did have just that, getting all of that figured out. But yeah, looking now, it is going to be the Aurelia banned away by NIU. And now we do have the Udyr banned away by Buffalo. So really targeting some of these comfort picks for NIU is the side of Buffalo. Lilia going to be taken off the board by NIU here. So likely going to be opting into or opting out of that Hecarim Lilia matchup that we've been seeing quite a bit. The horse matchup, the headless horseman matchups that we've been seeing lately. But looking ahead, it is going to be Xin Zhao banned away by the side of Buffalo. Did get some changes in the latest patch, so is a little bit stronger. I'm surprised, though, to see it banned away. Just as a heads up, Viego still disabled for this matchup, but Hecarim is going to be the lock-in for the side of NIU and PCH. Ornn going to be picked up here by the side of Buffalo, as they do lock that one in for Keenis in the top lane. So he'll be playing a little bit more of a weak side, and Kaisa going to be the pickup here for Jelly and the side of Buffalo. Alpha Squirtle 81 now looking to pick up something here for the top lane of NIU. If they decide to go that route, they would have counter pick available since that Ornn has been picked up, unless that's going to be Ornn support. I would not imagine that it's going to be, but it could be, in some odd situation of a flex. Where will NIU go with this pick? They will go with the Rel. It's left up. It is something that Crix GG likes to play quite a bit, and he will go ahead and grab that one. Now, looking ahead, looks like this could be top lane coming through from NIU. We'll see what they want to do with that pick. Right now, jungle has not been matched by the side of Buffalo, whereas on the side of NIU has been picked. NIU gonna go ahead and pick away that Tristana. That could be a bot lane Tristana, could be a mid lane Tristana. We've seen a little bit of each of those matchups. And looking now, we're going to see Olaf is going to be the hover, and it will be locked in for Buffalo, more than likely going towards the jungle with that pick to really try to make Hecarim's day not the most fun, for sure. Now, Orianna going to be banned away here by the side of Buffalo. But going back to that Olaf, really a feast or famine champion where if Hecarim's able to get that early lead against Olaf, it's very hard to have a lot of value on the pick. Silas going to be banned away here by NIU, keeping that one away from Let Me Cry Ribbon. But yeah, when Olaf, he kind of has to just continuously run at you. And if he doesn't have the opportunity to do so, if he's behind in the matchup. Gnar going to be picked away here, or banned away, sorry, by the side of Buffalo, really narrowing the champion pool in that top lane. We see the Ornn already locked in. Gnar been something that's been pretty commonly played into him in the organized play scene here. So it is now going to be banned away by the side of Buffalo. NIU going to look to get to their last ban here. And they will lock or ban away that Yone. So that is going to be taken off the board here by NIU. So a couple of mid lane focus bans here by the Huskies. Alistar going to be picked up into this Rel, something that we've seen very commonly. These are very standard drafts that we've been seeing. Kaisa, Alistar going to be the bot lane for the side of Northeastern. My apologies, on the side of Buffalo, not Northeastern. Northeastern playing against Miami at this time. They will be playing in the other matchup here as we go. Looking here at the side of NIU, they're going to pick up the Malphite into this Ornn, something that saw a lot of priority for the first 6 patches of this season. Since the item changes, it's been very strong up in the top lane. So very interesting to see where NIU wants to go with this. Is it going to be the Tristana in the bot lane? Will they opt to take that one mid? We have seen it also kind of plays into the NA Tristana Malphite meme that's been going around, and it is going to be instead Tristana in the bot lane, Syndra locked in here for the Huskies to go towards that mid lane, playing for Space Marine 18. Very comfortable control mage type of champion with some burst available too. So NIU having quite a bit of mixed damage here between that Melfite and the Syndra on AP, and then Hecarim and Tristana being your true attack damage carries there. And Rise going to be locked in here for the side of Buffalo. Definitely looking for more of a scaling type of composition there with the Ornn and the Rise. NIU possibly on a bit of a timer here in this game, but definitely looking to be a very interesting composition here for the Huskies, as they definitely are playing a little bit different. That Melfite, not something they've shown in the competitive scene quite yet. In Tristana, I think we've seen Summoner XD play it possibly one time, but definitely up in priority over the last couple of weeks, especially in the pro scene. So very interesting to see NIU pick that one up as well. They definitely have a lot of engage, what with the ultimate there from Malphite, with the ultimate from Hecarim, the long range possible ultimate into E combos from the unleashed power of the Syndra. And Tristana going to be looking to dance around some of these fights in the same way that Kai'Sa will be. Now, we are going to be 3 minutes of delay here before we get into game number 1 of this best of 3 series. That is correct. Unlike last year's playoffs, where we saw that it moved to a best of 5, for this year we are on best of 3 continuously throughout the playoffs. If NIU advances off tonight, they will play a best of 3 against the winner of the Miami versus Northeastern matchup next week. Or that matchup is tonight, I should say. But the follow-up, the finals, would be next week on Saturday, same time. We would also have those here. If the Huskies were to advance past that, then things get a little bit blown out of the water a little bit more. So we won't get into that type of situation. Right now, we're focused on this Buffalo versus NIU matchup, where I think the drafts are pretty common. And actually, I don't know that I would consider either team having won the draft. One thing that I did notice just now that we didn't mention, Keenis is actually taking that Rise matchup in the top lane. So he's elected to take the Rise in a Malphite to get himself the counter there. Ornn going to be the mid lane matchup there for the Syndra. So an interesting pick. We haven't seen it as much, that Ornn in the mid lane, and if Space Marine 18 is able to kind of take advantage of that less common pick here, NIU could have a possible way of kind of scaling this game in their favor. So definitely going to be one to watch in that matchup. We'll also take a look at runes and summoner spells when we get the opportunity to here in just a couple of minutes. But yeah, looking at it as we go, it does look very interesting, very much like a early game jungler for the side of Buffalo that will transition in towards that late game power in the Rise, Ornn, and Kai'Sa. They'll look to be doing some 1-3-1 types of split pushing with that Ornn and Rise in the side lanes. Also, you have to really pay attention to that Realm Warp there for Rise, as that will be able to move the team pretty quickly over towards some of those objectives in the late game. So definitely a lot to look out for here from the side of Buffalo. Definitely with that Rise, something that we haven't seen as much this season, but we have seen a couple of mid laners play it in the professional scene so far. So it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility by any means. Just not quite the strongest pick. So go ahead and throw it in the chat. Who do you guys think won the draft in this game 1 of this best of 3 series? We will be jumping into into game as soon as this loads up. So when we do that, we will let you guys take a look at the playoff bracket while we get to that one. And looking at it now as this loads in, we are going to notice that the the runes, summoner spells, everything like that. It is going to be teleports on all 4 solo laners as we've grown accustomed to. Ghost and Smite for both junglers, heal for Tristana, but we do see the cleanse coming out for Y-Jelly here on the Kai'Sa, so that is going to be a little less healing there in the bot lane. And in fact, that's going to be more of a defensive summoner spell for the Alistar here with the Exhaust comparatively to Crix GG's Ignite here on the Rel. Looking at the runes, it is going to be the Grasp of the Undying for Malphite, Conqueror for Hecarim, Phase Rush for Syndra, that is Hail of Blades for Tristana, and Aftershock for Rel. Whereas on the side of Buffalo, it's going to be the Phase Rush for the Rise, Conqueror for Olaf, Grasp of the Undying for Ornn in the mid lane, Hail of Blades for Kai'Sa, and Aftershock for that support in Alistar. We should be just waiting on the game to load in. Should be any second here, as that is going to be the matchups as we go. Game is just taking a little bit to load in for us, so hopefully we should be able to get that to you ever so shortly. And just so that you guys get the chance to see this loading screen, we will go ahead and there we go. All right. Looks like we are getting ready, and we should be into game now. There you go. My apologies. And looking ahead, it is going to be already the Scryer's orb for the for Malphite here, so he's just going to right away take a look and make sure that he is going to be able to take out any vision that might be placed here early by Buffalo. Actually, it's going to be, instead, it will be the Rise in the mid lane, but Keenis will be swapping positions here. So Let Me Cry Riven actually going to be flexing towards the top lane. And we have... and Rise will be piloted by Keenis, whereas Let Me Cry Riven will be in the top lane here. Looking at the starting items here, it is going to be the Doran's Shield for Malphite. Then it's going to be Corrupting Smite or Challenging Smite, my apologies, for Hecarim. It is going to be the Corrupting Potion for Syndra. Doran's Blade and Relic Shield for the Rel here in the bot lane for NIU. Whereas on the side of Buffalo, it's going to be the Corrupting Potion for the Ornn, and we do see junglers starting on both their blue buffs, but Corrupting Potion for the Ornn, then it's going to be Chilling Smite for the Olaf. Tear of the Goddess is going to be the start here for the Rise, so he's going to get that early, not necessarily the combat stat, but is going to get the nice little additional mana there. And then it is going to be the same starts in the bot lane for the side of Buffalo. NIU getting a slight early farm lead here in the bot lane. Rise able to push in on the Syndra a little bit better there. So farm or gold lead going to be slightly in favor of the Buffalo Bulls here. They also do have the level advantage there in the top lane, so Malphite will have to be a bit careful. Olaf going for a power clear, as is Hecarim, so both will clear out their entire jungles. Does look like Olaf got the better leash since it came from his bot lane, so he is able to get through those camps a little bit more quickly than the Hecarim is here. And now it is going to be just a little trade here. Let Me Cry a Riven going to be trying to trade on here with Alpha Squirtle 81 on that Malphite. Nice try on the dash forward, not going to be able to grab the stun, but we'll get a nice chunk of damage as that trade will go through for the side of Buffalo. And now Crix GG will be taken down to about 3/4 of his health bar, as just a nice little trade there from the side of Buffalo's bot lane here. Top lane is getting shoved in. Ornn going to just shove on in towards the Malphite. Malphite pretty standard to let himself get pushed in and then just try to farm under turret. Ornn will be able to get some nice poke damage down, but once the ultimate does come online for Malphite, it will be advantage towards Malphite. Now, Gilster is possibly going to gank towards this top lane, and it is going to be Ornn trying to... Nice flash coming through from Malphite. That's going to be enough, and it's actually going to be the trade back. Alpha Squirtle 81 with a really nice outplay, seeing the Olaf sit on a ward here, and now will he be able to get the second one? That's going to be Ghost, and with the second turret shot, it's not going to be enough to kill him, but now Syndra's roaming up here, might be able to get there in time, won't be able to do so as she will be spotted out, but Olaf is going to try to take some of this this Scuttle Crab, and Olaf just going to be roaming up back towards there. Will be deterred with the roam from Rise. But NIU grabbing first blood, a really nice play there from Alpha Squirtle 81, and he'll actually, despite the death, be a little bit ahead, or at least even despite being down in CS here. Olaf gonna fake the back, and he'll now roam towards the mid lane. It is warded out by Summoner or Space Marine 18 here in the mid lane, so it will just be the side of Buffalo's jungler backing away. Both junglers hovering towards the mid lane here. Hecarim does have inside positioning if they want to go for the early Drake here. This is going to be the gank coming through from the side of Hecarim, and nice damage as Olaf is there too. That's going to be enough, and actually flash forward comes through from Rise. Going to be grabbing the kill on towards Olaf, but it will not be anything further traded. The bot lane here from NIU going to roam up to make sure that this does not continue to be a fight. And now they might look for the dive on towards Rise here, or towards Olaf if they're able to find it, as his ghost was burned. They do not spot him, and they will back away. And now this is a nice engage here from Let Me Cry a Ribbon on towards Alpha Squirtle. He'll have to try to trade back on this one, and is going to get a nice little bit of damage here. Will be enough with the Brittle to get away, though. So it will be NIU just going down 2-1 in kills here. And Rise, actually, Syndra able to step away just enough to make sure that she didn't get hit by that Q from Rise. And now Skullcrab's stuck. That's a bit of a bug, and I believe that that may be a spectator bug. Nope, it is going to actually be the Syndra able to grab it. Nice damage, and Rise, despite having level 6 first, that's going to be a pause, as they are going to... they're going to ask about that bug on the Scuttle Crab. So it may need to be a remake of this game, and we will be... it will be clarification on that one, as we did notice that Scuttle Crab kind of sitting there. I thought that Syndra had pulled it in, and then it got stuck, but... we will see if that is a potential bug that will need to be remade on this game. Looking on across, Gold Lead is in favor of Buffalo, despite NIU having that early advantage. All right, they did get clarification that that bug will not be a remade bug. It doesn't impact the game enough. So they look like they should be ready any second now. But looking at it as well, 9.8 thousand to 8.4 thousand. Buffalo with the slight gold lead based off of these CS advantages in all of their solo lanes. Though we do see Hecarim having that nice little farm advantage despite being down 2 kills here and having a death of his own. NIU needing to kind of play a little bit more aggressively. This is going to be Olaf grabbing the first Drake there, though, as he will go ahead and now with the bot lane shoved in here from Buffalo. It will mean that they will be able to roam up and just help out with this Drake. It will be the Cloud Drake going over towards the side of Buffalo. The next one we'll see in just a second. As they back away, let's go ahead and take a look. It is going to be the Mountain Drake, so we will either have an Ocean or an Infernal Soul, both of which are really good for these scaling compositions that both teams have opted into. Now, nice dash forward on towards the Malphite from Ornn here, and not going to be anything coming out of that one. Both of these top laners are level 6, so could be a nice little fight here, and will be just dashing away will be Let Me Cry a Ribbon, as Alpha Squirtle does get the nice little trade there. Boots finished off from the side of the Malphite. He does have his Merc Treads now completed, so he will have that the slight tenacity to not get hit by as long on the stuns. So he should be able to kind of stick around in some of these fights a little bit longer. Looking across now, it is just going to be the continued just trades and farming out by all of these laners. And that's a nice stun coming through. That is going to be forcing the flash on Syndra and actually able to trade it back with the Unleashed Power. Really nice job by Space Marine 18, knowing the limits of his champion and able to grab it back now. And will be just the kill going over towards the mid laner of NIU. PCH will step over a ward there, so he won't be able to grab that one. Now, nice dash, rocket jump forward. Nice flash coming through as well from Rel, and this could be a kill going over towards NIU. The cleanse does come through, and that is going to be Ignite. Will it be enough? It won't burn her down, but this could be Seat dropping as well. We'll see if this is going to be anything. It will be the force of the summoner spells here, and with the rocket charge, not going to be enough, or the explosive charge, I apologize. It will not be enough, but that'll be cleanse and flash on the Kaisa used, and the exhaust there used from the Alistar in exchange for the heal and ignite and flash from the bot lane of NIU here. The flash being on the support means that this could be that I'll take that advantage to NIU. With that one, the flash of the ADC being traded for flash of support, you will take that in the trade, especially with some of the mobility that Rel is able to provide. And now NIU will be able to take a couple of turret plates here for their efforts. So actually, pretty nice trade overall for NIU. That's Paul the Forge got coming through from the Alpha Squirtle 81, or from, sorry, Let Me Cry, Riven. But Alpha Squirtle 81 able to use the ult there from the Malphite to get away from it. And now it will be the nice stun coming through from Keenus. And is it going to be enough from NIU's top laner? He's going to get the flash, and now this could be Keenus in a bad spot as PCH is going to be there. He's going to grab the kill now, and Let Me Cry Riven could also be in a bad spot. He might be forced to flash over this wall. We'll see if he's able to grab it, and with Ghoulster following up, it will mean that the Ornn will be able to save his flash, but NIU able to grab the advantage there as Buffalo got too aggressive, and this is kind of the style that Northeastern was able to employ when they were able to beat Buffalo early on in the season. Now, granted, that was with a different AD carry for the Buffalo Bulls here, and NIU, obviously, very different team, but they may be trying to learn from some of this, and now this is going to be Crix just face checking into the bush, and now with the headbutt pulverized, it is going to be the re-engage. Now, ultimate is used by Rel to make sure that she gets onto the backline there, and Crix will be taken very low, but will it be the engage? Now, that is going to be the ultimate used, and now nice flash coming through from Alistar. That'll be dropping the Rel, and NIU going to give up that one to the Buffalo Bulls here, and the gold lead for Buffalo has been restored. Now this could be a fight. Now nice stun coming through on towards the Olaf. That's going to be the Ragnarok used as well. Ultimate Unleashed Power is going to be used, and that's going to be a trade of junglers here. The kills go both on towards the mid laners, and that is going to be 4-4 in terms of kills, but nice damage coming through from Syndra. Ultimate was used in the last fight there, but Tristana had roamed up, so that'll give the Kaisa the ability to just push in this wave and grab a turret plate as well. And with that, it is a 1.7k gold lead in favor of the Bulls, but NIU looking like they have, they're keeping it very much closer than they had in their previous matchup between these two teams. And Malphite, despite being down quite a bit in CS, is now starting to at least stabilize this lane. NIU going to go ahead and start up this Mountain Drake to even out the Drakes stacking at 1, and it does look like this will be uncontested, so this means that NIU will grab the Mountain. We will see what soul we're going to get. It'll be traded for the turret plates up in the top side for the Ornn. He'll be able to grab that turret down to actually just about 3 turret plates, and it is going to be the Infernal Soul for this matchup here, as that is going to be one that both of these teams really want. I think that actually favors NIU's composition just a little bit better with the Tristana, Syndra, and Hecarim able to utilize it a little bit more than the composition here from the side of Buffalo. But correct me in chat if I'm wrong on that one. If you believe that this one favors Buffalo, that is that's a valid idea as well. Red team is going to summon the Rift Herald here in the mid lane. It'll be going on towards. This will be the Smite does come through, meaning that that's going to be the steal of the red buff. But Olaf going to pop Ragnarok as well, and Syndra will be there in time. This could be the re-engage from the side of Buffalo, though. They will grab that kill on towards the support, but crucially, Hecarim does survive there. That is going to be TP used as well by Ornn. He's going to be using that a little late, meaning that NIU kind of has the advantage here. Nice stun coming through from Syndra as well. And NIU, despite being down a man, does kind of get a bit of the... does actually get the traded teleports when they weren't necessary for that fight. Meaning that with Hecarim surviving and the Rel being the only one to die, I think that you definitely have to say advantage Buffalo, but it's not nearly as bad as it could have been. Turret plating, as we hear, will fall in just about 20 seconds here. So it will be this fight continuing to build on up for the side of, well, for both of these teams, I should mention. But as these teams are going to look to quickly push out these turrets, first turret is still available. That is going to be blue buff donated over towards Syndra as well. And Olaf going to look to try to steal something here, but he will show up a little late with his Ornn as well. Syndra and Ornn, or Hecarim both able to back away, and Syndra now going to teleport back in towards lane. Olaf just going to scout out this jungle, see if he can't steal anything. Nothing there for him to take, though, so will just be the advantage on towards NIU off of that push. But gold lead is in favor of the Bulls a little bit heavily here. Now, nice headbutt pulverize on towards both members of NIU's bot lane. Rocket Jump does come out, so that means that Tristana is able to escape that, but not really going to find much of anything there. Will be forced to back away. And Hecarim is going to be spotted out here, so there is the deep ward placed, meaning that when he comes to hold this turret, it will be known by the side of Buffalo. Second Rift Herald will be spawning in just about 1 minute, so we will be likely seeing one of these teams really prioritize on towards that with the vision place. I'd imagine that Buffalo is going to be the one to really put a little bit of emphasis there. First turret likely will go over towards the Rise here in the mid lane. That is going to be the engage coming through from the Ornn, but he's going to be forced to back off of that one as Alpha Squirtle 81 actually gets his level 11 first on that one. And despite the first turret coming out from Buffalo, it will be the continued scaling here for Keenis. He does have his Leandri's Torment here, but or Leandri's Anguish, I apologize. Torment was the old name for the item, and Lament is the upgraded version when Ornn hits level 14. Let Me Cry Riven going to continue to just play to scale out on this one. That is going to be just a little bit of damage coming through, but NIU's bot lane is a level down on each of the members, meaning that they will have to just really seed this this turret here and just try to grab some more of these minions under turret here. Olaf going to go ahead, like I mentioned, and grab that Rift Herald to give the second one of the game over towards the Buffalo Bulls here. But relatively even in kills. NIU going to go ahead and set up for this bot lane gank. Now, nice gank on towards the Alistair. He's going to be stunned away, and it will likely be just the trade on towards Seat. And, oh, he fails the flash, meaning that NIU is going to be able to grab that kill on towards him. He tried to flash over the wall, not able to grab it. That's going to be given over to PCH with the Turbo Chem Tank finished as well, meaning that with that kill in the bot lane and the Olaf being in the top lane, it'll likely be the first Infernal Drake given over towards NIU in exchange for a top lane push with this Rift Herald. So when that's summoned up, as it is right now, NIU will be forced to protect that tier 2 in the top lane, but they will trade for this Infernal Drake, and they'll grab Infernal Drake number 1 and put themselves 2 Drakes away from the Drake, or from the Soul But looking at it now, yep, it'll be the charge. It will grab it, and now likely will be the turret going down in top lane here. So likely, yeah, this is going to be Buffalo grabbing both Tier 1 and Tier 2 in the top lane, really opening up that map. So they will take the trade, the advantage right now, but nicely done as the Rise is just going to threaten. He is actually going to follow through with his ultimate here, so that'll be the ultimate used for the Rise here, just to make sure that there was no further fight, no re-engage from the side of the Huskies. But 3 turrets to nothing in favor of the Bulls. That's about a 6,000 gold lead here in favor of Buffalo. But kills, crucially, are even. And NIU, now that's the Ghost popped on Hecarim. Nice ulti used as well. That's going to be forcing the flash away from Kai'Sa. She's actually going to be forced to use her own ultimate to escape from that one. 4 turrets now to nothing in favor of Buffalo. But NIU does have the ability to push out some of these waves and is starting that Drake stacking. Syndra sitting 2-0-0 despite being down about 24 CS here. Blue buff going to be given over towards the Rise though, so he will definitely be scaling up in this matchup. And Hecarim, looking like he's pretty close to the level 11 here, would keep him even with Olaf. Realistically, has actually fallen down in his farming, so he did have that farm lead early on in the matchup, but now farm leads held on every member of Buffalo outside of the sports, but now kept pretty relatively even in the support role at the very least. Buffalo doing a good job of clearing out some of this vision as it gets placed by NIU. They do control the vision score. Just slight leads, but are leads on all of their members. That is going to be blue buff secured for the side of NIU of their own. Looks like that'll be given over towards the Syndra, and it is indeed going to be cleared away and given to the Syndra. And now we're into that 1-3-1 section of the game that we assumed that Buffalo would be looking to play for. They have they have Ornn sitting on the bot side, but they're also rotating their bot lane down here to try to grab this bot tier 2 turret. And Rise sitting on the tier, just pushing out the top lane. Now, he will spot out the Syndra, and actually able to get a good amount of damage here with the root coming through, but this is going to be the re-engage coming through from NIU's jungler. But with that nice popping of the stopwatch, is going to be enough. They're going to grab one back, but NIU could re-engage here. Alistar's going to be there first, and meaning that this is going to be the force of the flash for Summoner XD. NIU will lose their support as well here. May be able to trade back now. Nice stopwatch used just to delay a little bit longer even. But now with 2 kills coming through, that's called the Forge God. Going to be dodged away from by Syndra. But that is going to be the Baron take with the ultimate. Exactly what I mentioned about that Baron take being so quick and the ability to just take the ultimate portal from Rise there and take it straight to the Baron pit. Now we're going to see on spawn, Buffalo grab this Baron and have it on all 5 members of their team. And really, NIU can't contest this one or clear it off of any members here. They will just go ahead and try to farm out some of these waves and see what they can do to wave clear this match. 7-5, the kills are in favor of Buffalo. That is a monstrous 9,000 gold lead. We do have the next Infernal Drake should be spawning here in about 2 minutes. It'll be the one that would put NIU on Soul Point, and if they can scale towards that objective and possibly take the Infernal Soul, they are not out of this game yet. The gold is very solidly in favor of Buffalo, but there is a win condition here with the Dragon stacking for the side of NIU. But they do need to figure out a way to win some of these teamfights, get back in the driver's seat with these level advantages. We do see, yeah, Tristana level 9 to the 12 of YJelly. Exactly the issue that we're going to see NIU playing into here, which is that their ADC is just so far down in levels so far in this matchup. Now, this is going to be cleared away of the vision here by NIU, but they do just need to keep pushing the XP advantages on towards their ADC. He finally does hit level 10, so now within 2 levels of the Kai'Sa. But NIU going to have to answer this split push from the Rise, as he's already on towards their inhibitor turret. They will send Syndra towards that one. Does miss the stun, meaning that Rise really has... Oh, nice flash forward. That's going to be the kills going over towards the side of Rise. He does take a lot of turret damage, but NIU will have to just back away and try to answer this one with at least one of their members. They do see that he's backing away from it, not going to push the objective there. So it will be just the kill traded away with the flash forward there from Keenus on towards Space Marine 18. And Kaisa going to go ahead and grab that Drake to tie up this Drake stacking. Realistically, we're not going to see a soul this game, so that win condition for NIU really goes off the table a little bit here. Turbo Chem Tank finish for the Malphite, not necessarily what we'd expect, though it is what we've been seeing a little more on that champion of recent history. We do see that Rel still has yet to finish her her mythic item, so should be able to do that very quickly here. It is going to be Kraken Slayer from the Kaisa, the more standard rune choice now. Ornn has finished is now level 14, can upgrade one of his teammates' mythic items to a masterwork item, has his own right now with that, the Glacial, the Forgefire Grasp is what it was, is now the, or Forgefire Cape? I forget what it's called, that item, but now it is upgraded. And so he should be able to, when he meets up with this Rise for the first time, he'll be upgrading that Rise's Liandry's Torment, Liandry's Anguish to Liandry's Lament. My apologies. It does get a little confusing with some of those items. Nice stun there from Syndra. Not really going to do much, but it's going to just be a stun blind. Able to grab a little bit of damage on towards Olaf. And NIU just getting out-farmed here, and therefore out-pressured across the map. Buffalo definitely committing to this 1-3-1 for it. And we are going to see as NIU continues to just try to push this out. NIU is going to go ahead and grab this blue buff on towards there. It does look like Syndra will be given that one. But they will just elect to have to give up this bot lane tier 2 turret, as Ornn is going to continue pushing that one out. This could be a fight in towards the mid lane, as NIU does not have the members necessarily, or Buffalo has their members all towards this bot side. If Ornn steps in towards this, if Olaf steps over some of these wards, that might be the potential for a pick. Malphite going to step too far forward, but isn't going to be hit by that Pulverize. NIU will have to answer this bot lane push here by Buffalo. They do step on towards this ward. Nice stun towards C. Will be just clearing away the vision. And now that is going to be the catch on towards Hecarim. Able to get away with his own ultimate though, so will be NIU just staying alive at this point. Now nice stun on towards the members of Buffalo. That's Hall of the Forge God used here, and is going to be grabbing just on towards Tristana. Will not be very much coming through with that one, and NIU will just have to play this one a little bit slower. Now, that is going to be the ultimate popped by the Syndra, as well as by Ghoulster there on Olaf. Ragnarok now used. NIU now going to look to try to grab one back. They do see the stun comes through on towards the Rise. Nice ultimate used by the Rel here. It is going to be the damage, and Alistair is going to drop, but for what cost? NIU will lose one. They'll now lose a second. That's going to be Y-Jelly. Not going to die on that one, as she's able to get the cleanse away, and now NIU might have bit off more than they can chew on this one, as they are now going to have to give up Space Marine 18's life as well. That is going to be Ghost popped by Olaf, and Rocket Jump away by Tristana here. Nicely done to escape. Nice flash forward though, and flash going to be traded, and that is going to be the kill going over towards Ghoulster, as that is a very nice just round of the fight. And with Rel being the only one alive, this is very likely going to be all she wrote for the Huskies here in game number 1. Hecarim is alive now, so should be able to go back in if necessary, and it will just be one of the Nexus turrets falling for NIU. Not really any chance to re-engage on that one. Buffalo now, with 1 minute left on this next Infernal Drake, will probably put themselves ahead in that stacking. Ultimate not quite available for the Malphite. All the recalls are going to come through. Rel is going to follow up here. This is going to be Baron, actually the ping for the side of Buffalo. They don't think that they will that this game will extend long enough for the Soul to come into play, so they elect to go for the Baron, and they think that they might actually be able to contest in time this Dragon as well. Instead, they do see that that is spawning. They call off their Baron take, and they instead will try to elect to go towards this Infernal Drake number 3. It'll be given over, or NIU is going to start this one up. Their jungler is going to be there first, and with the smite, he is down in levels. Could be a steal here from Olaf. It is indeed going to be stolen, but that's going to be the re-engage from NIU. That's going to be enough, and they're going to grab one here. Could they grab a second on towards Keenis? It is not going to be enough, as Keenis is just very tanky here, and that is actually going to be a 4-for-1 in favor of Buffalo. And this should be everything here, as that's the flash forward from Keenis. It's going to be the triple kill for the Rise. The teleport comes through. This is game. GG over to Buffalo. They're going to take game 1 of this best-of-3 series with a very nice Dragon-forced fight, as NIU definitely just needed to go for that one, but unfortunately had fallen too far behind in levels, and it will be game number 1 going over towards Buffalo. Tristana and Rel going to be available here in just about 5 seconds, but shouldn't matter, as yeah, they should just be able to do the damage here. Will Buffalo, and indeed they are just going to grab it, and that will be game number 1 going over towards the Bulls. So a little bit, or a lot that NAU could improve on. They do need to farm out these lanes a little bit better, but definitely playing the early game quite well in comparison to their previous matchup. So we will see how this one continues to play out. NIU this time going to be on the red side, so we will get that all set up for you guys. But we will be back in just a minute with game number 2 of this series. Don't miss a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we were into Champ Select for just a second there, but we are now into Champion Select. All right, sorry about that, and let's get you guys ready for Champ Select. There you go. And are you now on the red side, like we mentioned, and it is going to be the side of Buffalo going back in at least Champion Select to their default positionings there with Keenus in the top lane and Let Me Pry Ribbon back in the mid lane. Same bans here for the side of Buffalo. They're going to take away the Anivia and the Udyr. And are you going to take away the Seat has left lobby. So let's see what has happened. All right. So Buffalo is now waiting on the Akron streamer once again. Okay. Well, all right. So my apologies here. Let's, well, you guys didn't even see Champ Select anyway, so that works out. We'll be in just a second. But, yeah, so, interesting idea. We did have Buffalo approach, or Akron approach us and ask to stream this match, and we said we'd prefer that they did not, as I mentioned before. It seems that that message didn't go through, so we are waiting on Buffalo's, or for Akron to stream for Buffalo. Thank you guys. While we have this moment, why don't we say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being supporters of NIU Esports. We saw earlier Dances with Narwhal subscribed with Prime, as well as I remember seeing the that we saw Zebo, the coach for our Overwatch team, at the end of Thursday's thrilling Overwatch match. He went ahead and subscribed to Prime as well, and you can too. It's free to you if you already have Prime. Go ahead and give us your go ahead and use your Prime subscription, and we will not only will you support NIU Esports, my apologies, but also you will get access to the Legacy logo emote, and then let's say that you are so thrilled with that Legacy logo emote that you want more. At tier 2, you get the Doggers emote, and at tier 3 you get the In My Sights emote. Other things for us to mention that we have been saying in the bottom right corner of our screen, we have the Illinois Esports Spring Showdown coming up here on April 17th. That is going to be all Illinois colleges and community colleges, or universities and community colleges, will be invited. It is going to be Super Smash Brothers and Rocket League we're going to be hosting tournaments in. And I know that we've also got for League of Legends and Overwatch. You guys aren't forgotten either, because University of Illinois is going with their own invitational as well for the same purpose for those two games. So likely we'll be supporting each other with some of these matchups. Additionally, we've got a bunch of other events that are showing up in the bottom left corner of your screen. Be sure to pay attention to those. They also show our socials. But thank you guys, as always, so much for watching so far. We should be into game number two's Champion Select very shortly. We will figure out why we're having this delay and everything like that. At this point, we will talk with what we need to do for it. But in the meantime, we should just be getting into Champion Select very shortly. Just so they're trying to get it figured out. Um, All right, so we should be jumping into Champion Select in any second with this one. Sorry about the delay. There we are. We are into Champion Select for game number 2. And there it is. All right, bans were as follows. It's going to be Anivia. Then it's going to be on the side of NIU. They banned away the Camille. Then it went over towards Buffalo. They banned away the, I believe it was the Udyr here. Yes, it is the Udyr. And that is going to be followed by a ban of Aurelia for the side of NIU. Then this is where we got knocked out of last Champ Select, and it is going to be the Gnar banned away, something that we have seen Alpha Squirtle 81 play a lot. And then Hecarim going to be banned away from the side of NIU. Now, we're into picks. Buffalo going to go straight back towards that Ornn, likely going to go Let Me Cry Riven, and swapping roles again. Maybe Keenis will play it. Who knows? We're going to see in just a minute. NIU, now with the possibility of a swap, they will take 2 of their cryo picks here. They might take Kai'Sa. That would be my... I'd imagine here it's going to be Rel and Kai'Sa. Instead, it's actually going to be the Lilia hover. And they really want that jungle cryo for PCH, and it is indeed going to be PCH grabbing the Lilia. Going now, we're going to see where Alpha Squirtle and team want to pick on this one. We could see the counter of that one. They may hide that with the last pick since Ornn, we're not sure if it's going to be flexed or not. Or if the players are going to be flexed, and it is indeed going to be the Rel. NIU thinks they have a few different AD carries that can be played with that champion, but they really want that Rel support. It really, those fights almost came back. They almost had those re-engages to get back in the matchup last game. So I think the Rel is a perfect pick to fit NIU style once again. Ghoulster now going to hover on this Kai'Sa. So we're running back similar compositions. Lilia exchanged here for the Hecarim, but other than that, pretty similar styles that we're seeing each of these teams play. And it looks like so far we're seeing the full run back here from the side of Buffalo. They're challenging NIU to find something that will beat them. Let's see how NIU wants to respond to that one. What will they go with here? As it looks like that is going to be something different as well. They will go with the Misfortune in towards this Kai'Sa. Definitely something that can follow up on that re-engage really heavily. Lilia as well, with those huge 5-man sleeps, can come through. Orianna gonna be the ban here from the side of Buffalo following the ban of Sylas by NIU. Ryze gonna be taken off the table. They really don't want Keenis on some of these mages that can really carry the game as it gets further on in. They think that was the issue in the last matchup. I tend to agree. Cassiopeia going to be taken off the board here by the side of Buffalo, and NIU now has either of their solo lanes to pick here. I'd imagine this is going to be top lane, but with something that could possibly be flexed towards the mid lane if that Ornn ends up going that direction as well. If they swap players in that situation. Let's see. It is going to be the Poppy. Wow. Definitely something for disengage that we haven't seen NIU play quite often this season. And that is a fresh pick here from Alpha Squirtle 81. I am excited to see how that champion will play in this situation. Jelly gonna go ahead and go with the Olaf here, and it looks like we very well may be getting the run back outside of the Ryze, who has been banned for the side of Buffalo. Let's look and see where they want to go with that mid lane pick. NIU does have counter pick available for the mid lane if necessary, so Buffalo gonna look to see if they can't get the priority pick here. That doesn't necessarily have counters. It's going to be the Echo, something that NIU sometimes has struggled against in the past, but I think they've been really working on seeing what they can play into that champion, and is it going to be the Yone? That is the hover right now. We've seen Space Marine 18 play it once or twice in scrims, and there it is. It's locked in. NIU going with this full attack damage outside of the Lilia composition. Also, Yone on his every other auto will do some magic damage, but wow, quite the composition here from NIU. Definitely looking to play a slightly different style than they played for most of the season. Since they were able to keep it even in the early game there, we'll see if they're able to start, building out those leads. And now that they have some of that priority in the mid lane, as well as in the top lane a little bit role there. It is indeed going to be Keenis on. Well, we do have up till 10 seconds to double check this. Warren right now is piloted by Let Me Cry a Ribbon, and it will indeed go back to Let Me Cry a Ribbon, originally queuing for the mid lane and then playing the top lane role. Keenis will go towards the mid lane himself on this Echo. Keep in mind, one thing we haven't mentioned at all today, we mentioned it last time that these two teams played. Keenis is one of the top players in the country. I want to see where he's at on the server. So let's go ahead and while I look this up, let's not make it distract you guys, but let's go ahead and look up where Keenis falls on the current ladder of things. The challenger ladder for NA. Keenis is right up there with the best of them, the top 300 players. So let's go ahead and take a look, and we will get you guys that information. But very interesting because he is a top laner by nature. So that is why he queues into these lobbies as the top laner. NIU, the reason they queue in a little bit sideways is because they have client issues at times. But looking at it, Keenis is right now, he is rank 62 on the North American ladder. Last time we played, he was sitting at number 17. He's actually been practicing quite a bit of mid lane as well as his top lane. So he plays a little bit of each of those roles. But yeah, 728 LP, currently sitting at a 53% win rate in the Challenger ladder right now. So Keenis, a very strong player in his own right. But looking ahead, and looking at it now, we are going to go ahead and take a look at this one. And now we do see just a couple minutes until we are going to see where this one plays out. But NIU, definitely the Yone and the Poppy being something that they haven't had as much, we haven't seen them play as often. So very interested to see where they go with that one. I forgot, says, will NIU go for the reverse sweep in League as well? If you guys didn't see it, spoiler alert, but in Overwatch on Thursday, they were able to find the reverse sweep with just a crazy gameplay at the end there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look, and we should be into game any second now. 17 seconds. Get those last minute predictions in the chat. Let us know, is NIU going to force a pivotal game 3, or will this be the end of NIU's season? Even if it is, they have played quite well for above expectations for this final series, I believe, so far. So let's go ahead, jump on into Champ Select. Or not Champ Select, I said that last game as well, but we are going to jump on into game number 2. My goodness, I cannot speak today. But looking at these summoner spells and runes, it is going to be the teleports on both solo laners for NIU, as we are quickly in towards the game here. And we will swap those around in just a second. Let's get you guys into the game. There it is. We are into game number 2 here, and looking at it now, we see that it is going to be the teleport on Warren, the Ghost and Smite on the Olaf, Ignite and Flash for the for Echo. Once again, Y-Jelly going with the Cleanse Flash, and then the Ignite for the Alistair this time. On the side of NIU, it's going to be teleports for both of their solo laners, flashes on everybody, Smite as always for Lilia, heal and flash for Misfortune, and ignite and flash for the Rel. Starting items and these runes. It's going to be the corrupting potions for both of these top laners, both of them also going Grasp of the Undying. Olaf is going to start with the Conqueror as well as the Challenging Smite, We see Challenging Smite as well on Lilia, but she's going to start with the Phase Rush. Electrocute for the Echo for lane power. He does have Minion Dematerializer and the Corrupting Potion. NIU's mid laner has on the Yone the Doran's Shield, as well as the the Fleet Footwork. My apologies. Hail of Blades for the Kai'Sa once again, as well as the Doran's Blade start. Misfortune also with Doran's Blade, but with the press the attack. And then Aftershock for both of these supports, as well as Relic Shield starts for both of them. We do see the perfect timing rune taken there by Rel, so very early we'll get that stopwatch as it goes through. Both of these junglers did place down vision back and grab their Scryer's Bloom, and now it does look like NIU just able to grab a little bit of vision on towards the bot lane. They know that it was a double leash there for the bot lane here for the Olaf. Both bot laners getting that nice push. Now, nice damage coming through from Echo on towards this, on towards Yone, and the dash does not land, so will just be the farm lead going in favor of the Echo here, as expected. He'll just shove on in and then look to roam. Yone will kind of try to play this for lane a little bit more heavily. Nice dash forward, able to grab the nice damage on from Keenis, but the nice shielding does come through as well from Yone. Lilia is hovering here, could possibly, that's a nice flash forward, and actually, with the Ignite, is going to land. It will be First Blood going over towards Echo, as he uses Flash and Ignite. Flash was traded in by Yone. He'll have to use his Teleport in to try to keep from losing enough of this wave. Lilia is going to show in vision, and that'll be First Blood already over towards the Echo. Unanswered as well. Looks like Misfortune is going to actually keep pretty even in CS here. We do see that is already a Darksteel picked up by Echo, so he's thinking he's going to continue to play this lane very aggressively. Looking across as well, we do see that the Biscuits was taken by Kai'Sa here, and Alpha Squirtle 81 going to take a little bit of damage there. Horn able to land some of these sustained trades a little bit better. And now, dash, nice flash forward, going to be forced to flash is Alpha Squirtle 81 with the nice flash from Olaf as well, and now, or from Ornn, I apologize, and now this is an attempt at a steal of the blue buff, not going to land, and so Lilia will just be able to grab her own jungle and stay pretty even in the farm here. Actually, she'll now will grab the, Olaf will grab this, but this is going to be the engage on from the Yone, or on towards Yone from the multiple members of Buffalo here, as this could actually be the trade coming through from NIU. They are going to grab the kill up in the top lane, and Alpha Squirtle is going to grab it, and actually with Lilia roaming over, it will just be the fight over this Scuttle Crab. Nice use of the dash forward, and now this will be the slow coming through. Ghost actually going to be popped by Ghoulster, and this will be NIU able to deter a little bit of this Rift Scuttle push, and we'll keep even in the kills, despite being down in CS up in that top lane. Olaf did TP, or Ornn did TP back to lane as well. The nice little chunk of damage didn't land there from the Rel, but Alpha Squirtle 81 with a nice level advantage for himself, as well as the bot lane here for NIU, staying very even in CS and levels, and this is where they had fallen behind in last game, so if they can stay even or ahead, they will actually have a nice opportunity here to take a nice lead here. And Lilia is looking for a gank on towards the Ornn there up in the top lane. He's not going to be able to land anything. First Dragon will be the Infernal this time, so we will see that that is the side of Buffalo roaming over towards it. They likely will just take this, and actually Olaf is going to instead decide to just go for this play on the bot side. If NIU steps too far forward, this is going to be the attempt at the headbutt pulverize, but not going to land anything. Is just going to get it on towards the Rel. Will be the advantage towards the Huskies. Olaf will start up this first Drake. It'll be the Infernal, so we won't have the Infernal Soul again in this matchup. But yeah, NIU doing a nice job of playing pretty evenly. They are down in gold due to that first blood. Nice use of the stopper there to make sure that Dash didn't come through and get the knockup. Lilia now going to look to gank towards the top lane herself, and that is Call of the Forge God used by the Ornn, but nicely done with the damage getting back. That's going to be traded back for NIU. NIU will grab that kill on towards PCH. Really nicely done, as Call of the Forge God was dodged away from. The Dragon did go over towards the side of Buffalo, but NIU evens out the gold here and gets a kill on towards their jungler with a very nice gank. Now this is going to be the dash forward, and nicely used, getting away with that soul chains. And actually, now that's going to be enough damage where Keenus will actually trade his life for the but Space Marine will grab it under turret with a very questionable dive there from Keenus. I guess he was just trying to get the damage, but he did not have his ultimate used anymore, as he used that to get in, and so he couldn't escape from that one. I guess he just or he underestimated the damage that would come through. Nice flash, and able to get away from that one. Stun goes come through still from Summoner XD. The Rel is not here, and that is going to be both summoners used by Summoner XD to try to grab or to get away from that one. Will die in the process, but definitely having to take a lot invested in towards that to make sure that he didn't die. Sleep comes through, Drowsy on towards Lilia. That'll be the headbutt coming through as well. Damage goes in, but with a nice headbutt away, it will mean that this will not be the re-engage here from NIU. Olaf also showing himself towards bot side, so NIU will just have to back away from this one. Ornn in a situation where he could be getting a little too aggressive here as well. And if Alpha Squirtle 81 can find that wall dash in the stun, now this could be Rel in a bad situation as Olaf is chasing here. Lilia able to grab the slow here, and that is going to be just enough to deter Ghoulster from following any further. NIU able to escape all of their members. 3-2 in favor of the Huskies are the kills, and they are only down about 200 gold here, and that is really nice compared to what they had done last game. At this point, they were down about 1,000 or 2,000 gold. They are continuing to play some of these advantages that they have in their draft. Engage comes through from the Poppy, not able to grab anything else off of it, but Olaf is standing up towards this Rift Herald. He will likely elect to take this one if he doesn't get the damage coming through. Poppy not able to grab her buckler there, so we'll grab just the damage right back. And nice trade there from Echo, knowing that he has the advantage since Yone hadn't yet stacked up his Qs. Now this is going to be the dash forward, and nice predict on the flash here. Nice buckler for Poppy, but not going to be enough to grab or to keep from dying. Flash did come through from Olaf as well as from Poppy, from Ornn as well as Poppy. Olaf having to not use any summoner spells, but was able to grab the kill there. Now you're going to look to clear out some of this vision and just re-engage. Nice. The Swirl Seed doesn't actually grab on towards Ornn, so it will be the Rift Herald started up here as Lilia just electing to clear the lane and keep it in there. And now nice ulti used by Lilia with the mana not really there. Will it be enough? And will have to be traded back. Damage doesn't come through, but very close. Will this be enough? As now Echo and Olaf are here. They are going to find the Lilia. A nice flash, but not going to be enough as the Ignite did come down. And with the Rift Herald also in the pocket of Ghoulster, this will be advantage towards the Bulls. We'll see if they want to play this out any further, and they don't. They elect to back away. So 1.1 thousand gold lead in favor of Buffalo. But crucially, that's realistically just the extra kill and the first blood money. NIU staying pretty even otherwise with the Bulls in this one. Second Drake is going to spawn here in just about 1 minute. We'll see if NIU wants to elect to play towards that one. They realistically should, with Olaf playing up towards the top side. Rel now going to be hit with that Void Seeker. Won't really turn into anything there, as Crix will be able to grab some more of the damage. But NIU's bot lane is falling behind a bit in the levels now. Summoner XT, once again, level 6 to the 7 of Y-Jelly, and that has been really the point where NIU's bot lanes have fallen in some of these matchups is when they were falling too far behind. Now, the Ocean Drake is going to be Drake number 2 for this matchup, and Lilia is there. We'll see if Buffalo wants to start this one up. They are roaming their bot lane towards it, but NIU will have the advantage. This could be the pincer, and they are going to just get the... That is going to be the dash forward on from the headbutt pulverize combo. We'll see if these top laners want to use their teleports to get in on this matchup. And Olaf is going to start up this Ocean Drake. NIU will have to just concede it with their bot lane being forced out of position here with that fight. Echo going to continue to just play out this way in lane, get those advantages on the trades. I'd imagine that Yone, until he gets his mythic item, is going to be behind in this lane. Not really much he can do here. Nice trade back though, as that is going to be the dash forward from the Ornn. Turret plates used now. This is going to be the flash coming through. And that is going to be, as well, the cleanse coming through from Y Jelly. Will it be enough, as she will trade back here? Ignite also used by the side of NIU. And this is going to be the trade. Drowsy comes through from the from Lilia, but Ultimate also used, and this is now flash, and this could be too much for the side of NIU. Nice trade back, and with the teleports available, this is going to be NIU's bot lane, both falling as well. Y Jelly will grab the kill onto Crix GG, and all of a sudden, that is a cross-map, looks like that was a 2-for-0 cross-map play for the side of Buffalo, and NIU falling behind a little bit here, as it does look like they are going to go Australia lanes here, with the Ornn already electing to teleport towards the bot side. We'll see if how many turret plates Poppy's able to grab for herself. It'll be just one more going over towards Ornn, so each of these turrets will be at 3 plates remaining. But NIU, despite being now down in kills and down 2 Drakes, they are keeping this gold relatively even, and that's actually a nice stun coming through from Echo onto Yone. Nothing Yone could do. He was stunned the entire time of that, so it will just be the 3rd death going over. And that is now 4 stacks on the Dark Seal here for the side of Echo. Not where you want to be if you're the Huskies, but they are roaming away this rel here just to try to hold this mid lane. Turret plating falling in just about 30 seconds. We'll see if NIU is able to grab anything here. Now this is going to be the dash forward, and actually nice stun in the under turret. That is going to be enough, and Seed is going to die here for the side of Buffalo. NIU with a really nice opportunity there with their Poppy, able to grab it. Now this is going to be the damage coming through on towards Y Jelly. The wall stun doesn't land, and Alpha Squirtle may have gone a little bit too far forward. He will die in this one, and Space Marine 18 will also die to the re-engage from the side of Keenis on that Echo. And now, as he was sitting on a ward, that could be the ultimate. Nope. It will just be Ghoulster stealing away that red buff, as we did see Echo sitting, or sorry, Lilia sitting on a ward as she was taking that first turret. Now going to go over towards the side of Buffalo. They do have that massive XP advantage as well. That is going to be the Call of the Forge God used now on towards the Ornn. Now nice stun coming through though, as he did fall or push a little too far forward. And NIU just needing to farm out here and get that level exchanged back on towards their bot side. Now, first turret does go down in the mid lane. Now, second turret will also go down in the top lane. Buffalo going to be up 2-0 in turrets, and they also have themselves a 5,000 gold lead off of those turret takes and their different... Nice ulti, but still going to get stunned away is Yone, and this is just going to be the kill going through. Ghoulster will grab that one. 10-4 in kills, and this game is starting to fall apart at the seams for NIU. Playing very well in the early game, and at times even having an advantage, but this is exactly how Buffalo has played their games. They've really starved out their opponents, and really just made some early to mid game macro decisions that have bled out their opponents in each of their matchups. Very strong team in that regard, especially with the with having Keenis now, and this is going to be the stun. Keenis, going to be able to get away as Lilia with the flash, and that is going to be the ultimate used as well. that is going to be now ultimate used from Echo, but NIU might have them in a good spot here. That is going to be the magnetic, the pullback coming through with the, with that one. NIU will grab the kill on towards Seed, but Echo will crucially be able to escape. NIU might re-engage on this one, as Keenis does find one, but not able to grab the kill. And NIU will clear out this vision, and they will look to stop this dragon stacking from the side of Northeast, or from Buffalo, my apologies. Once again, this is going to be called the Forge God once again used, and it is going to be missed. No pushback there from Let Me Cry or Riven, and NIU should realistically be able to take this this number 3, Drake number 3. It is Cloud Soul that is going to be on the Rift for this game. Olaf is roaming down. NIU going to start this one, but they need to be careful as Echo is there. Poppy going to be found out here by Ghoulster. Nice stun, actually immediately Ragnaroked. So NIU going to be on split fronts doing a couple of fights here, and this is damage towards Let Me Cry Riven. NIU will elect to just grab that one as they flash forward with it, and now this is going to be Echo in a in a good spot as Buffalo, ooh, nice flash over the Swirl Seed from Seat there. Will just be NIU having to give up Drake number 3, or they might re-engage on this one. We'll see where they want to go with it. It is going to be Drake number 3 going over towards the Bulls, but we will see if NIU is able to grab anything off this one. Echo is able to grab one. That's going to be the ultimate coming through from Yone, but not going to be able to find any kills there. He'll grab, that'll be a double kill for Echo, and this could be the wipe coming through from Buffalo. They'll grab a third on towards Echo, and this will be only the Rel surviving off of that one. 14-5 in favor of the Bulls are the kills, and 6,500 is the gold lead, but crucially Buffalo on sole point in this matchup, and despite Space Marine 18 playing so well on that Yone, and he has played very well, there's not much you can do when you're so far behind, and now he is sitting at 1-6. He finally does have the Immortal Shield Bow finished up, which will give him a nice little power spike, some crit, and some healing as well. But definitely Echo now sitting on this massive advantage, and Keenis showing us exactly why he only plays carries for this team. When he's sitting in a matchup where he'll probably have to play the weak side of this, then he is going over towards the side of the then he's going over towards the mid lane to try to get the advantage there. Now this is going to be the stun coming through, and nicely done actually, able to disengage with that wall there for the Poppy, and will mean that she will live, but NIU just needing to find a good fight. If they're able to find a good fight, they can definitely scale back into this one, but now once again the Summoner XD now down 2 levels once again. NIU solo lanes down a couple of levels as well. This is going to be the dash forward on towards Yone, and he'll have to just dash away defensively. Olaf going to grab the kill on towards Summoner XD. Actually, nice flash to get away from that one. And that'll be Echo, though, donating the kill over towards him. And this will be the ultimate coming through from Yone. He'll try to trade one back, but flash does come through from Echo, or from Y-Jelly, did not die in that one. That is going to be a 3-0 in favor of the Bulls, and this realistically could be the mid inhibitor turret dropping here at 19.5 minutes. Nice use of the wall to make sure that she doesn't get stunned on, but also going to be used here. Call the Forge God now re-engaging on towards Alpha Squirtle 81, and he is dead. And with 4 members of the Huskies dead and the inhibitor dropping, this will be barren for the Bulls, and a 12 kill participation for the Echo here. And exactly why you don't, why you can't really ban away Keenis, as he has just this massive champion pool and is one of, as we mentioned, one of those best players in the region. NIU gonna have to just play around this one, see if they can't scale in with the Ornn, though. Realistically, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to do so, since he will have his Ornn upgrades online starting next level. He'll have his own Forge Fire Cape, as this time he did go with the Sunfire Cape, and he'll be able to upgrade that one. We do see, once again, the Kraken Slayer, the Hextech Rocket Belt for the for Echo. This could be a stun, but NIU not able to grab anything. Ultimate now does come through. Drowsy for the Echo, able to dash away to make sure that he isn't going to be stunned into the wall, and this could be the re-engage here from Buffalo. They are going to find NIU just a little too far forward. Ultimate does come through from Crix, but not going to be enough. That'll be the kill going over towards Y Jelly, and now this will be the stun coming through. Call of the Forge God doesn't land for anything, but likely this will be Buffalo going over towards the Baron, able to grab that one. And even if NIU is able to keep Buffalo from getting the soul on this one, it will be just the it'll be in exchange for a Baron that you really don't want that trade if you're NIU. You'd rather be able to steal this. But yeah, they are going to have to just elect to give it up. Not really much they can keep doing from here on out in this game. Seat and Keenus are both actually going to sit behind the pit just to make sure that there's Summoner XD being engaged onto. He is going to actually just die to this Echo. Space Marine 18 is going to be able to flash away, but now flash forward comes through from Seat. He is going to grab one. That's going to be a double kill on towards Keenus, and this is going to be as well. Alpha Squirtle should likely die in this situation. That's going to be the stun. They could give the pentakill over here, but NIU might trade one back towards Seat. They are going to grab it with the magic damage. Not actually. No, it will go. Y Jelly will grab that kill. That'll be a double kill on towards Y Jelly, and now this will be all she wrote. NIU has been eliminated from the Esports Collegiate playoffs. It's been a great season, but Buffalo is such a strong team. National champions in the unofficial bracket this fall. And GG's over to Buffalo. They will take it with their new lineup as well. And it will be the 2-0 series victory. They will move on into the Esports Collegiate Finals next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll give a quick recap in just a minute here, but it's been my honor to give you guys this broadcast here. But yes, NIU falling in a best of 3, 2-0 here against the Buffalo Bulls. And they will find themselves eliminated from playoffs, eliminated from that scholarship contention. And unfortunate for the for Nathan, Summoner X, or Space Marine 18, and Quentin Alpha Squirtle 81. I know they were hoping to go out on a win in one of their final games, but unfortunately this Buffalo team just too strong, and they will move on into the finals of the Esports Collegiate Conference. Let's go ahead and check out the ESC conference. Let's see if we have results from Northeastern versus Miami, who will be in the finals of this Esports Collegiate bracket. It will. Northeastern actually took game 1 off of this best of 3 series. It was a close, not even a close game 1. Northeastern played very strong, playing with the Kled in the mid lane and the Shen in the top lane, as well as the complete combo of Zaya Rakan. Looked like Miami played something interesting here. They played the Nocturne Akali in their solo lanes. Yeah, I'd imagine they're not going back to that one. But congratulations to Buffalo, the first representatives of the Esports Collegiate Conference. They will have their shot at being one of the the first ever Esports Collegiate Conference champions in League of Legends. NIU still has one varsity team in competition, as we have our Overwatch team. They will play tonight against against Bowling Green at 6 o'clock. That'll be broadcasted right here on this same exact channel. Do not miss it. They're coming off a fantastic reverse sweep against the against Kent State. No, Ball State. My apologies, Ball State. And they are looking, if they can win out, they would find themselves in the playoffs for the Esports Collegiate Conference as well. As always, I have been Connor VagleBagel. I am coming to you, as always, from the campus of NIU in the NIU Esports Arena. And we will be back in fall with a roster that will have a couple new members. So we'll have to introduce you guys to them. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the Huskies this season. If you would be so kind, please leave a follow on the channel if you haven't already, or if you would be that kind, please take a look at our socials and subscribe to those, as well as subscribe to our Twitch. All of these VODs will be made available on our YouTube page as well. That is go.niu/edu/esports YouTube. You can find it there, and follow us on Discord, follow us on all of our socials, and we will keep you guys up to date on all things NIU esports moving forward. If you go to a university that is not NIU and you would like to participate, or if you go to NIU and you'd like to participate in our esports spring showdown, feel free to check out our website. We've got a link on there to sign up. We're going to do Super Smash Brothers and Rocket League competitions. Until next time, we'll see you guys in fall. If you guys are interested in being a part of the team next year, please fill out our form on our website, or fill out our interest form at go.niu/edu/esports tryouts. Again, that's go.niu/edu/esports tryouts, and you will have the opportunity to try out for our varsity teams next year. We will have openings definitively in the top lane and mid lane, so we are looking to recruit, and if you'd like to send us a reel or anything like that, fill out the form as well. Until next time, I've been Connor Vagle, your caster, and thank you guys so much for supporting us this season. We will see you guys in the fall, and then for esports, or for Rocket League varsity competitions, and then in the spring for Overwatch and League of Legends once again. But Overwatch continues on throughout the rest of this semester. It's been my pleasure casting for you guys. See